Good morning, students. This is Vedagopal sir. Welcome back again to the vocabulary part of the A reading of 4th unit, Rendezvous with Ray. Vocabulary, as we know earlier, it is word power. We are going to learn collocations in this particular vocabulary part and also one word substitutes and followed by some French, Greek and Latin expressions which are frequently used in English language. Very important exercises, children. This vocabulary and grammar part which we are going to discuss as a part of the lessons in the textbook. They are very important from the examination point of view, and don't forget them, don't neglect them. Okay, look at this. Read the following passage and notice the underlined words. It was a Sunday evening. It was already dark. We wanted to watch the film Ghajini. We had a square meal and came out. There were no lights. There was a power cut. It was pitch dark. It was bitterly cold. We looked here and there. The word pairs square meal, pitch dark, and bitterly cold. These words always go together. They co-locate, means go together. Pitch dark means very thick. When it is very thick dark, we call it pitch dark. Bitterly cold weather means severely cold. Like that, these words which always go together and used as a single word most of the time are known as collocations. The word pairs square meal, pitch dark and bitterly cold are found together. That means they co-occur. Co-locate means co-occur, means occur together, come together. Such co-occurring words or word combinations are called collocations. These expressions are natural expressions. Okay, children, such co-occurring words or word combinations are called collocations. Square meal. See, another example is given there. We say ride a motorcycle and we don't say drive a motorcycle. This very particular expression which we regularly use, and of course everybody is aware of this. We can say the boy is riding a cycle, she is riding a bike, but we cannot say or we don't say he is driving a bike. It's not correct. You can say he is driving a car. Mohan is driving a bus. That's a different thing. When it is a two-wheeler, generally we use the word ride. In the same way, we ride a horse, we ride a bicycle, we ride a bike, we ride a scooter, we ride a moped, but we drive a car, we drive a bus, we drive a lorry. These are the general combinations that most of the people already we know about that. Now look at this. There is a report given there in page number 107. Read the following report and fill in the blanks with the word from the box below that collocate with the underlined words or phrases. 4 words are given there: standing, fitting, outstanding, thunderous. Let us look at this paragraph. The venue of the celebration was Ravindra Bharati, Hyderabad. It was the 100 days celebration of the film Animals Forever. Avinash, the hero, was full of life with his dash performance in the film. He was admired by everyone. In fact, he was considered to be the main reason for the success of the film. The hall resonated with a dash clapping when he came onto the dais. The auditorium with a packed audience honored him with a dash ovation. The producer felicitated everyone in the unit in a dash manner. The event was momentous and unforgettable. So, we have to fill in these 4 blanks in this paragraph using the word combinations which are given there. The other word is given there in the box in the previous page. And these words, when we fill them there, they always co-locate. They always co-occur. Let us see what exactly we have to fill there in which blank. First blank, let us see. Avinash, the hero, was full of life with his dash performance. Generally, we say outstanding performance. What is the first blank? Outstanding performance. Outstanding means what? Exemplary, excellent, spectacular, wonderful. He was admired by everyone. In fact, he was considered to be the main reason for the success of the film. The hall resonated with dash clapping. Generally, clapping is always associated with the word thunderous. Thunderous clapping. The hall resonated. Resonated means reverberated, echoed with the thunderous clapping when he came out of the dais. Thunderous clapping generally we use to refer to such a heavy sound that is made by the clapping of the people with both their hands, as if we go almost deaf. The auditorium with a packed audience honored him with a dash ovation. What do you mean by ovation? Is always the word which goes with the word standing. Standing ovation means what? You might have seen while watching a cricket match or any other match or any other performance on the TV, when a particular person performed spectacularly well, all the people in the audience or spectators stand up and they go on clapping like this. They go on clapping till that person disappears from the view. That is what is called standing ovation. Means respecting a particular person's performance by standing and clapping. That is what is called giving a standing ovation. The producer felicitated everyone in the unit in a dash manner, in a fitting manner. Very commonly used word, in a fitting manner, in a befitting manner. See, these are very regularly used collocations. They always go together. Thunderous clapping, outstanding performance, standing ovation. These words, these combinations will never change. They remain the same. That is the importance of this exercise. Now let us go to the second bit of vocabulary, one word substitutes. What are called one-word substitutes? During the discussion generally, we come across many sentences where some long expressions or long sentences or phrases can be explained in a single word. That single word gives the same meaning as the expression that is underlined there, that is used in a particular context. For example, rendezvous is a one-word substitute for a meeting place. Instead of writing a meeting place or a chance meeting, we use a single word here, rendezvous. This is a single word substitute for a meeting place. Now, there are some expressions from the textbook from this particular lesson are given there. And all these expressions have one word substitutes in the lesson itself. Okay, children, you have to now complete or write that particular word which gives that a meaning that is given there. For example, first one you take a short stay between two places in one's journey. That is a stopover. What is it called? The first answer, stopover. This is a single word substitute for the explanation given there, a short stay between two places in one's journey. Second sentence, a person who brings out new books. Who is it? What is he called? A publisher. We remember, children, that book written by Roberts was published by Manohar Publications, New Delhi, like that we discussed in the first paragraph. Third sentence, a group of three films that has the same characters or subject, trilogy or trilogy. An impressive entrance to a building. An impressive entrance to a building. What is it called? Portal. This is also there in the first paragraph itself. Fifth sentence, fifth explanation, a person who tries to make something less good by criticizing it. Third paragraph, remember that, detractor. I told you that meaning, detractor is a person who criticizes or who undermines others' great achievements. He is called a detractor. Means a person who tries to make something less good by criticizing it. Number 6, a person who is extremely important or large in size. Extremely important, large in size, colossus. A person who is extremely large or important in size, or important or large in size, is called a colossus. 7th, a person who is responsible for a problem or a crime that you got there in that particular paragraph where Sajid Ray feels sorry for losing his manuscript of Charulata. There we got that word. Remember, recollect? Yes, that is culprit. Culprit. 8th, a handwritten document. What is it called? Manuscript. Yes. A statement that expresses something people believe is true and is to be followed. That is also there in the textbook, dictum. 9th one. A statement that expresses something people believe is true and is to be followed. Let us see the 10th one. Using more words than needed. I told you about this already, verbose, talkative. When you use more words than required than needed, you are called verbose. 11. Something designed to teach people some moral. Didactic. Something designed to teach people some moral, didactic. 12th one, a person who is not sure about the existence of God. Who is that known as agnostic. 13th one, a branch of philosophy that studies the principles of beauty in art. Aesthetics. All these words are there in your lesson. Children, you have to read the lessons thoroughly, read these explanations, remember these things. Very important exercises. Number 14, a result of a situation or of an action. Fallout. A film that gives facts about something is a documentary. Okay, children, with that we come to the end of this vocabulary part. Vocabulary part. Next class we will be discussing grammar part. Thank you.